Hi guys, this is Lisa Joya. I'm here today to talk to you about my doctor's visit, which was yesterday, 5/28/2014. Um, as you all know, I'm dealing with my iron deficiency, anemia, and my other symptoms. So I don't just have one doctor on the case, I actually have two. And I'm the type that I like to multitask my things, where I like to have two doctors see me at once instead of seeing one doctor, then having another doctor's appointment, and having that doctor come and visit me at a different time. I actually like when both doctors are there at the same time, so that they're both telling me the same thing at the same time, or they're actually communicating back and forth so we can find out what's going on with me. And they're both subscribed to my YouTube channel. So thanks, Docs, Love, and Weiner. When I went in, I got my typical blood pressure tested, my heart rate tested, my systolic and my diastolic, all that fun stuff tested, and everything was normal but my heart. My heart was elevating quite high, even though I was in a resting state. It's at 75 beats per minute, which is extremely high. Women tend to have a higher heart rate than men, but it was still pretty high considering I was sitting, just sitting just like I am now, calmly relaxing, getting my blood pressure checked and my heart rate checked. So, which is also pretty freaking common with anemics. I know you guys are seeing me with this book that I have here, but I got a lot of information yesterday, and it's just kind of hard to remember it all when you are doing a YouTube video. So I just wrote some points down. They checked my lungs. My lungs were clear even though I have asthma, and I still don't get a full breath, partially because of my anemia and partially because of my asthma in general. I used to be on an inhaler and Buterol, but I weaned myself off it when I was 15. That was like 20 plus years ago. So I supplemented with caffeine with the coffee instead. So I ended up having to do a lung test, doing a lung breath tester thingy. I forgot the name of it. It was little device you breathe into it, tube, the little ball floats up, and then it goes up the meter and has like a little red thing, and it shows like what percentage your lung capacity is, and do it a few times. And well, anyways, when I was sitting, I was at 73%. So they decided, both of them, that when I was jogging, they taught me to jog. So I was actually at 85% in my lung capacity, which is still low for both. You know what I mean? So now I have to watch out for my lungs because, me not getting enough breath and me not feeling good, and, if you don't have oxygen going to your body, of course, you're not going to feel good. My weight is now 130. It was 175 in February, my highest it's ever been in my life. I actually lost 45 pounds in 3.5 months. But I'm going to give my measurements later. We got my blood tested and stuff, and my blood level is pH level 8.5, which is high pH for blood. And it's not common for everybody, for the majority of people, to have a high pH in their blood. Usually it's 6.5 to 7.5, which is acidic to being alkaline. The reason why I gained the weight, this is layman's terms according to my doctor. So my iron deficiency was actually blocking my oxygen to my body and to the rest of my organs. And so in order to save themselves, they fill themselves up with fluid so they can expand, so they get more oxygen. And in their large state, it's kind of like a catcher, like if you make it bigger, you'll catch more. It's like a bigger net for oxygen, basically. My body did. So thus my skin enlarged as well to conform to my swelling of my organs, and it's actually not fat. It's actually my organs and my skin that's still swelled. So, brings me to corseting here. The doc said that, you know, even though I have closed my 29-inch underbust corset for over a month now, I still cannot size down for another 3 months. She doesn't want me to lose too much weight too quickly or to potentially add pressure to my healing organs. But she said I still can corset, and I also cannot corset during my menstrual cycle. Another reason why she said I could corset is because it keeps my abdomen warm, and it helps to keep everything going, keeps it from going cold. And that's what we want. We want to keep everything nice and warm, especially in the abdomen region here. But she does not want me to crush any of my organs, especially the ones that are damaged, so I cannot close any tighter than I would like to. She said I could do something else, but I'll get to that in a different video. And speaking about my menstrual cycle, I'm going to have to talk to you guys about that later. So I'm going to do a different video on that later. And then back to my weight loss. My doc is happy that I lost the weight, but she's really concerned that I lost it too fast. 3.5 months and 45 pounds is really fast to lose a lot of weight. And she feels like we have reached a plateau level in my abdomen. Though I'm starting to see me size down. I'm starting to get my curves back again. Things are slowly, but it's like right here in the abdomen region is where like some of my damage is at. So I have to be very careful about how much I exercise. I have to be careful with how I exert myself. So, but my doctor finally, damn it, finally okayed for me to start jogging. She said no jogging before because, of course, I wasn't breathing well enough to jog, obviously. And I also wasn't in shape anymore because of the swelling of my organs, and I was crawling on the floor, literally, before. I was literally crawling on the floor a few feet, and I'd pass out for 12 hours. Get back up again, and really, I don't know how I drove my son to school. I really don't know how. Must have been God. I don't know how I even stood up half the time with all the stuff that she told me, you know, that I could have died from this. And the fact that I fought and came back, you know, that I fought and fought and fought. She actually applauds me for fighting, you know, through this illness, this disease called iron deficiency anemia. So, but she wants me to start to do light weight training too with some weights. And the reason why she wants me to do light training because I reach a plateau, and when I use the weights, I actually use my core. So that would just aid in my weight loss as well, and also reduce the pressure off my organs. And then now that I'm walking 1 to 3 miles a day comfortably, of course I feel the burn in my ass, but but I also do dancing at night, and I do crunches, and I do other exercises and stretches and stuff like that throughout the day. But unfortunately, I can't go back to martial arts yet, which is really annoying because she's right. I really cannot go back to martial arts yet because I really cannot handle more than 10 minutes on practicing my weapons or my katas or any of the stuff. Then I'm wiped out. I'm really tired right afterward. So I know I reached my limits, so I have to rest a lot. And when you're training in the dojo, you really cannot say, "Sensei, can I take a break?" You know, within the first 5 to 10 minutes of class, you have to do the full 45 to an hour. You know, so I'm building up my stamina there, so I can eventually return back to my martial arts, which I really missed, and it's one of my goals to return back to martial arts. So about my blood, not only was my blood pH 8.5, but my iron level is 4 out of a 9 to 18, which is extremely low still. I'm still on the watch to have an iron and blood transfusion. Plus my platelet count is 1.8 times the normal, but it was actually 3 times the amount the last time I went to the doctor, which is extremely high, and I was still hemorrhaging. But I'm not hemorrhaging anymore. But I'm still on the watch for a blood transfusion and an iron transfusion, and I have to, she said that if I don't get my iron up in 3 months to a 9, then I am going to have an iron transfusion, and if my platelet count doesn't go to 1, then I am going to have a blood transfusion and have to be hospitalized to 3 days in the hospital for a watch for my blood. So, and I really don't want to be hospitalized for any reason at all whatsoever. So my platelet count was 3.0, which is really, really high. I mean, it's on the verge of death, by the way. So I got the results of my ultrasound and my CTs. I'll give you the bad news first. I wrote it down. So I wrote the good news and the bad news. So I'll give you bad news first. I have slight damage on my liver, my pancreas, and my kidneys. That's the reason why I can't corset. But I have to go back and get another ultrasound, another CT, which I don't like drinking the damn contrast, thank you. Even the banana flavor one tastes like shit. Ugh. But I'll do it. Okay? But I need to figure, and then to see if any, and then I have to go back and do another one because of the change of my weight loss. Because I lost 45 pounds, I lost a lot of fat, I lost a lot of weight gain, water, that fluid, the toxins in the system. I lost a lot of toxins. I don't know if you can tell in my face, but my face is a lot clearer. And I had, some of those toxins are from my anemia, and they're coming out through my face. So we're going to find out exactly from my blood panel, my urine panel, my future and CT, my future CT and ultrasounds, what my future will hold, you know. So we'll find out exactly what damage I have, you know what I mean, because they don't really know exactly. It looks like one thing, and then the other test was inconclusive with this. Like my blood panel was different from my CT, and my CT was a different thing from my ultrasound. You know what I mean? So they're trying to figure out what is which. And we're thinking that it was my weight gain causing all the confusion. So since I lost a lot of weight, it'd be easier for them to see stuff. So I still get pain from this illness and from my distension in my organs. My organs were extremely distended, extremely. And I'm very fortunate to be alive. Now I'm going to give you guys some good news. Alright, want to hear? I got a whole bunch of good news, more than bad news. I mean, before it was the opposite way around, you know what I mean? I had more bad news than good news, but now my mind's focusing on the positive. My breast cancer has shrunk by 50%. When I saw the gynecologic doctor, which is Dr. Love, and when I saw the regular doctor, Dr. Weiner, the other one is the regular doctor, the Weiner. My breast cancer has shrunk by 50%, even though it's a benign tumor. I was taking something I made in the lab, and I had to stop taking it because it was causing my anemia symptoms to be much more severe, and it was blocking my iron. So I had stopped taking that, and we were working the formula. My organs are finally healing nicely. I have actually stopped hemorrhaging, which I was going through a pack of 28 pads in 3 days. And that was like every day for over a year. And I thought I was just going through menopause. My gums stopped bleeding even when I brushed my teeth and flossed my teeth. I was brushing my teeth and flossing my teeth every day, and I was bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. No matter, every day I brushed my teeth and flossed my teeth, I was always bleeding. But now my gums has stopped bleeding, and they're pink again, finally. I'm breathing a lot better, and I'm not bruising as much, and I'm healing a lot faster. And my shoulder is getting stronger because of the walking, and I'm wielding the bow staff. I'm wielding some weapons, even though the doctor said no. And I know you guys were watching and probably shaking your heads at me, but I really don't care right now. I'm beyond caring. Martial arts hasn't left my heart, it hasn't left my mind, and it has not left my spirit. I dream about martial arts, I desire martial arts, I drink and eat martial arts, I try to get better for my health because I want to go back to martial arts, and for myself, but I want to go back to martial arts. I want to see my senseis again. I want to see my dojo family again. I mean, I miss them terribly, beyond anything you guys can ever imagine. So I'm trying to re-strengthen my shoulder again so I can go back and compete for world championships once I do start training again. But I'm not able to go back to martial arts, so I'm kind of depressed about it, honestly. The good news is that I don't have diabetes, but I do have a slightly overactive thyroid. The docs are happy with my weight loss, but I still got 15 pounds to go, considering I lost 45 pounds in 3.5 months. But the hardest part is going to be this section right here. I'll give you guys my measurements later. I can still corset, so that's a good news. And I'm very, very happy with that because I actually enjoy corseting. People think, oh, you're corseting to lose weight. No. I was corseting because I enjoy it, and it was also keeping my organs warm. It was also keeping me warm. Because when you have iron deficiency, anemia, you're cold all the time. And it's so annoying to be always shivering, and it's 103 degrees out, and you're still shivering, and you have sweaters on, and you're still cold. I know, right? Annoying. Let's see. We are very happy that my inflammation in my eyes, actually, I had inflammation in my eyes prior. You ever see like chronic dry eye with inflammation, like on the TV for like some type of crustaceous or something like that on TV? I forgot the name of it, but like those drops you put in your eyes, those prescription ones. Well, they were going to start prescribing those to me if I didn't have any improvement. I don't like putting drugs in my body of any kind. And my inflammation has stopped. My eyes are clear. My vision got better. Even though I'm wearing the same glasses I have been wearing for the past 3 years, my vision has gotten better, and sometimes I actually can see further away a little bit clearer now than I've ever been before. So, little improvements, right, are better than nothing. My doctors are very impressed with my diet, how I went all vegan and fruitarian. But I also do eat protein, like animal protein, as in like fish. I don't really eat too much chicken. I don't eat any beef or pork anymore. My main source of protein is fish, and I also do soy protein and stuff like that. But I do have to have protein at least 3 times a week. Otherwise, your muscles will start to atrophy, and your body actually needs protein to hold on to iron. So that's why I do it. And also it's yummy. They're also impressed with my docs are very, very impressed with how good I look in the face. Because before I was all swelled up. I mean, I had redness. I don't know if you look at my past videos, especially the breakup one with my ex. And even then, I wasn't as big as I was in February. I was actually a lot smaller in that video than I was in February. And I kind of hid a lot of my weight from you guys. And I'm sorry if you guys feel like I've cheated you in that, but it was a pride thing, and it was kind of like a slightly embarrassing thing, trying to figure out why I've gained all that weight. And we ended up figuring out that it was my distension, my iron deficiency, anemia, and I started getting really aggressive with how I take care of myself. But my doctors are impressed with how clear my face looks. They're impressed with my skin is more hydrated than it's ever been. They're really impressed with that my hair is, not breaking. Because with iron deficiency anemia, your hair starts to fall out. And my hair was starting to fall out for like a good 2 months. And, you know, as a woman, you know, being very vain about our looks, you know how it gets. One thing is that I had some severe pica symptoms prior. I mean, I didn't have your typical pica. I had the type of pica. Okay, before I go back, tell you about my pica. Pica is when you crave non-nutritious items. Like all of a sudden you crave like you all of a sudden you crave like avocados for a reason if you're gonna have your menstrual cycle or something. It's kind of like that, but it's non-nutritious items, not like avocados, which are nutritious, you know. So I actually, most people who have pica, they eat dirt or they chew on ice. Well, I had both of those where I would, you know, go outside and go eat dirt. I know, crazy, right? But or I would chew on ice, even though I'm cold. Go figure. Why would I chew on ice to make me colder and chew on ice? It's just something we do as anemics. We just don't know why. We just do it. But my other thing that I did in my pica is that I used to lick. Can't believe I'm telling you guys this part, but I actually licked things that are rusted. I used to lick like rusted nails, and then my doctor got on me and said, you can't be doing that because you could be eating tetanus, and you're going to need tetanus shots. So we had to test my blood for tetanus, and blah, 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 and I mean, I had to go through the ringer with my doctor. I mean, my doctor ordered so many blood panels. I swore she took almost all my blood, and she's the reason why my platelet count was 3. Blame it on the doctor, right? Gotta have some sense of humor in this. But because of my pain in my shoulder and the fact that I'm in a lot of pain a lot because of my distension still, and she has ordered Oxycontin and Vicodin for me, but I will not take you up on that. Nope. I'm not going to put more toxins in my body when my liver is damaged and having issues with being able to heal, and it's still healing, and it's very sensitive. And then about my liver, I just remembered something. I actually quit drinking alcohol as of January 10th, 2014. And it was before I found out I had liver damage, okay? And it wasn't because of alcohol at all. It was because of my iron deficiency anemia. But I was kind of, doing some research then, and I was putting 2 and 2 together and trying to figure out what was wrong with me. And it's very difficult to admit, hey, this particular thing you enjoy doing is causing you harm, and all of a sudden you guys stop doing it. But honestly, I don't really miss alcohol. I don't. And in another video, I will show you some non-alcoholic, fake alcoholic drinks you can make at home instead. So if you're out at a club, you can order this. So you could be the designated driver so you don't have to drink and drive. So, and then, another thing is trying to figure out, what I've got to do with the next step with this illness. I mean, I know not everybody with iron deficiency anemia has the same issue as this. So, in another video, I also talk about why I have iron deficiency anemia. Everyone's reasons why they've got it is different, but mine is screwed up. So it's not because of my slightly overactive thyroid. It's because of something else, and that will be in a different video as well. I just want you guys to know you guys are not alone in regarding this iron deficiency anemia. You guys are not alone. You guys don't have to face it alone. I mean, it's not limited to just men or women getting it. It's both. Both sexes get iron deficiency anemia. Um, some people get other anemias, but what I'm talking about is my iron deficiency anemia. And you guys are not alone. You guys are not bad people. If you guys gain weight, out of the blue and start wondering why, well, maybe you need to order blood panels. Maybe you're diabetic and don't realize it. Or maybe you're you have iron deficiency like me. Well, maybe, you have some other issue going on with you that you don't know about. Go get yourself checked. Love yourself enough. Don't worry about other people. Love yourself first to go get yourself checked out. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. I don't care if you're broke as hell. I know. I'm not the richest person in the world, but when it comes to something as important, you make payments. You know what I mean? To go see a doctor. You go and you try to see what's wrong with you, because your health is your wealth. That's something for you guys to think about, and to love yourselves enough to go get yourself checked. This is Leisha Joya. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to tell people about this video. And if this helps you or a friend, or you feel like it helps, please pass this along.